I'm chasing chili since a little elbow. Big bodyguard in case I gotta knock on something up. Bennett corners blowing kush, me, Rel, and Debo. Purple bags got bigger and bigger. You can learn a lot from a jealous nigga. Goofy, I'm the low, super Sasquatch. Not one of them niggas that's just popping it and won't pop. That's why I keep a tree trunk. Streets don't love no weak punks. Gotta be a super duper stormtrooper. Concrete cracking, back breaking first to play Russian roulette was safe. Straight hogging this bitch. Hating on him. Aquafina Fiji. Fresh out the county check, poked out like Big Meech. Cause I'm the fat pot, niggas can't see me. Dragging my knuckles on these wings. Pull up and don't say nothing, nigga, don't play with me. Kinda throw it off on God and them trying to save me. I'm just downtown mob, misbehaving. Casamigos and Seesaw. Swore he saw caveman with a tree trunk. Streets don't love no weak punk. Make sure we don't double back on. You suck a nigga weak, nigga belong. He'll turn into a demon, but them niggas ain't dumb. One nigga cleared this bitch out. I think I witnessed that murder. Your location off. Why not play hide and seek? The way this gangster move, you think I'm Lil Shorty. Stand on it, you a stepper, gotta show me. I'm in the trenches with the shooters, Cody. Savage than a motherfucker, I don't think they know it. Bottom fall out, niggas hurt. Bitches nervous, know you do. Watch the bottom surface. Right now, you'll do anything, you ready for murder. Go against a gorilla, you know a gorilla hurt. Start from the bottom and aim up. 100 rounds, they eat your ass up. Take your ass in GD, he'll flip a nigga truck. Rinse his hands off with the gas from the pump. I slide through the knife out Christmas. No drive-bys, I bounce out with it like
Don't marry hello, she didn't talk much, but more swallow.
Miyaki wasabi, garlic shrimp with that gnocchi. Versace arrows and cookies, I smell like money. Sweats, 3X African. 25 for the Cartier, top back. Miyaki wasabi. Frank Lucas at that Tyson fight with that mink on it. Before Benny Hanna's cheese, grits, and bologna. Max off, wax off, bust the back off her bread. They down about these grits. See the sun bling, plow, pop the top off this bed. Third flow, hard rock with the locks on that bed. Do not clean the room, I got a mop in that bitch. That Harlem night, quick with that 3-piece cocaine in that bitch. Kerosene dip, Goodyear, Tommy Lasorda, Mr. Jesson. Nigga, if I got it, big niggas don't be flex. Elevated in the game, Las Vegas got the kush, cause the purple same color as Lakers. Elevated, nickel plated in the game, Las Vegas got the kush, cause the purple same color as Lakers. Elevated, nickel plated.
Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Pharaoh the Guy, always on the job. I got 5 Let's Talk, and that's real talk. Let me fuck with these comments real quick. Make sure these comments is on so we can get in our zone. Y'all know what time it is. It's that time again. To tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another mother friend. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide. Because I got finite. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Today is part 2. Episode 26, man. Thank everybody who's been rocking with me for all this time. 34 episodes. And y'all know, for those that's new, go ahead, hit the like, share, subscribe button, because it don't cost you nothing. Uh, and this is a platform, I do a lot of content on here. Today's part 2 of the Jews and their bad ways. If you didn't catch part 1, go ahead, check out part 1, see what you in store for, and don't be shocked because it's like at 5 o'clock. Now I told y'all I was gonna bring y'all part 2 to the to Jews and their bad ways. And what I was saying in part 1 was I was saying that it's a lot of people that what they do is, when you say anything about the Jewish community or about Jewish people, they tend to, get real antsy. You know what I'm saying? They tend to get, kind of like, how can I say? There we go. They get, how can I say, like antsy, I was saying, right? And a lot of people, they always come back with the, why is everybody on the Jews? What did the Jews do? You know, but just like I say in the morning vibe, sometimes, you got to take accountability for yourself. You got to see what landed you in that certain predicament. And unfortunately for the Jews, they land themselves in the same predicament over and over and over again. Now, today, I'm not going to go in depth of what they did, um, but when you are expelled or when you have expulsion, that means that they don't want you there no more. It's been a collective decision that you have done something and that the people who own the land no longer want you there. So kick it off part 2. Like I said, in part 1, it was over 84 instances in different places. It's 84 instances throughout the world since 733 BCE. And if y'all don't know what BCE means, it means before Christ era, before Christ was born. So when Christ was born or when Jesus was born, it was called CE. Oh, no. BC, before Christ. That's right, my bad. It was called BC, before Christ. CE is Christ's era or Christian era, and that's what they will call it today. So, Jews have had a stigma that they have placed on themselves. It's not a stigma that somebody else said, hey, I'm going to come into your house and I'm going to set this cup on your mantle, and you better not move it. People would look at you like, first of all, this is my house. What are you doing in here? And then you're talking about you're going to put a cup somewhere and you're going to leave it there? No. And some people might ask, Pharaoh, what this got to do with the Jews? You know, well, in order for you to invade or come into somebody's house, it can't be your house. So you're being an invader. In 733, during the Assyrian Empire, the Jews were expelled by the Assyrian king. That's 733 BC, before Christ. Before the gospel, before Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, before Muhammad, the prophet, peace be upon him. This is before Christ. This is one of the earliest records that is on date. That is actually on date. The first instant where the Jews were expelled out of a geographical location. This was the first time. Now you may think, damn, 733 BC? We in 2024. Finna be 2025 next month. So you have 733, the Assyrian president. Then in 722, you have Sargon II. And just and Google these words in some of these places. In 733, it was the Assyrian Empire that first expelled the Jews. That was the first time. Then the second time it happened, it was in 722 by Sargon II. Sargon, Sargon the second. Look up that name. They were expelled by him as well. Now, some of these expulsions had to do with the Jews getting too much power, mistreating people, overcharging people, forcing people into things. Might I add, at this time, the Jews were created so much mischief on earth that people sold them into slavery. Now, you may think, oh, you know, black slavery, cross-Atlantic, North Atlantic slave trade and all that, right? Wrong. Wrong. We're talking about working on somebody's farm, somebody bought you, whatever they bought you for, you have to work for it and pay them back double or triple the amount. That was their slavery. Not like slavery here in America. Here in America, you could not buy your freedom at all. At all. So that was the first time by the Assyrian king. The second time by Sargon II. The third time is in 597 by King Nebuchadnezzar in Babylonia. Now you might say, King Nebuchadnezzar, ain't that the same person that Saddam Hussein said he was a direct descendant of? Yep, that's him. That's him. So this is the third time the Jews have been kicked out. Now I'm gonna give you the dates now, and then I'm gonna go into an elaboration of why they were kicked out on these dates. Matter of fact, we're gonna go like this. Now, like I said, that was the third time. Now, I know y'all heard I said 722 BCE, right? 733 was the first time, my bad. 722, 733 BCE, before Christ, the Neo-Assyrian Empire sacked the northern kingdom of Israel and annexed the territory of the tribes of Reuben, Gad, Manasseh, and Gilead. People from these tribes were taken captive, resettled in the region. Uh, 722. those two. Now, 597. Now that was by Nebuchadnezzar. Now in 139, the Jews were expelled from Rome under the accusation of aggressive proselytizing among the Romans. And I gotta look what that word means. They were getting mad, basically, that the people were conforming to Judaism. Then in 19 BC, CE, they were expelled from the city of Rome together with the practitioners of the Egyptian religion. Now I'm gonna stop there. In 19 CE, Christian era, nah, man, Mike, I don't need to turn the camera. If you don't want to watch it like that, go somewhere. No, let me stop. But in 19, they were expelled from Rome along with the Egyptian religion practitioners, right? Now they got to be doing something if the Egyptian religion is exposing them, expelling them. This is the wise wisdom of the East, the secrets of knowledge, where Jesus was taught at. So if the practitioners of the Egyptian religion is kicking the Jews out, and they have supreme knowledge, something is going on. In 38, they were expelled from one quarter in Egypt. So the Egyptians in Rome, the practitioners of the religion of Egypt, of the Egyptian religion, expelled them. Then in the year 38, one quarter of the Egyptian city, the Jews were expelled. The Jews were expelled. And they were expelled because of instigation by Alus Avilas Flaccus. Again, in 41 to 53, Claudius, expulsion of Jews from Rome. Again. So the Jews is not getting it right in Rome. The Romans keep allowing them to do something, to stay there. The Jews say, oh, we not gonna do it again. We not gonna do it again. And the Romans is like, all right, we believe you. And they do it again. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're only at the 6th place that the Jews were expelled from throughout the world. And again, they have been expelled from 84 places geographical locations throughout the world. If you keep getting expelled, if you in school and you go to one school, you go to one school, they expel you. All right, you go over here, this school give you a chance. They expel you. You go over here, you get expelled. Then they're gonna kick you out the district because you have a habit of repetitive behavior that is no good. It's fine if that's how you live it, but now you're affecting other people. 41, the year 41 to 43, to 53, excuse me, that's when the Jews were expelled from Rome for the third time. The year 73, the Jewish defeat in the First Jewish-Roman War resulted in a significant loss of life from battle, famine, and disease, extensive city destruction, including Jerusalem, and widespread forced displacement. Many Jews were enslaved or sent into forced labor in locations such as Egypt and the Isthmus of Corinth, however you say that, while others were dispersed across the Roman Empire. Young men were coerced into gladiator combat. Now I'm gonna stop right there. Gladiator combat. This is how the gladiators became, because the Jews continuously wanted to fight and do things. So I guess the Romans said, hey, y'all want to be fighting? Well, when we enslave y'all, we gonna make y'all gladiators and we gonna make y'all fight each other and kill each other. And it only makes sense because you never really, a lot of gladiators are portrayed as those that were done wrong, enslaved, and the Roman king was doing wrong or whatever, right? But this is the foundation of the gladiator combat. By Jews being enslaved for doing bad things. Others were sold into brothels and slavery. As a result, a substantial portion of the Jewish population of Judea was either expelled or displaced. Either expelled or displaced. That's the 7th place now. And now, like I said, man, they've been expelled from 84 places throughout history. Why? Now, people might be like, oh, this is anti-Semitic. This is anti-Jewish. I'm literally just stating what's on the internet and what's been proven throughout history. Sometimes you get attacked and you be like, I didn't do nothing. And I be like, all right, man, he's saying he didn't do nothing. You saying he did something, man. Just, leave bro alone. Then the second time, then the third time, then the fourth time, fifth, sixth, seventh. Now it's like you having a behavior of crying wolf, and it ain't no fucking wolf. Soon as we run out here to the cows, and we walk back, every time you call it wolf, we walk back, our goats is gone. How is that happening? We not finna keep believing in your stories of crying wolf. Nah, no we not. No we not. A lot of people might take this, oh man, you tripping, man, and all this. It's not. I'm not tripping. The Jews are those that perpetrate Zionism. Those are the Jewish ones that I am talking about. Because like I'm first to say that it is wrong in every religion and every race. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Now, moving on. And 117, the Jews were in damn near total annihilation, expulsion in Cyprus, large parts of Egypt, and Cyrenaica. I guess that's how you would say that. It was a vote that resulted in a devastating campaign of ethnic cleansing that resulted in near total annihilation and expulsion of Jews from all parts of, and then they gave the three countries. 135, the Bar Kokhba revolt. 132 to 136 had catastrophic effects on the Jewish population in Judea, resulting in massive loss of life, extensive forced displacement, like another Roman. Like, why are the Jews continuing to revolt? What are they doing? Now, some might say, the Jews are being mistreated. The Jews didn't have, they're God's people. Well, if they're God's people, why are they getting over on people? That's what I want to know. If they're God's people, why are they getting over on people? Now, people say all the Jews have always been attacked throughout history. At some point in time, I'm a victim blamer. I'm going to ask, what did the victim do? If it was a domestic violence and I was the detective, the first thing I'm going to ask the victim, the alleged victim, is what did you do to get punched in the eye? Or what did he say to you did to get punched in the eye? Because a motherfucker not just gonna punch you in the eye. A motherfucker not just gonna expel you from the city, from the town, from the countryside. They just not gonna do that. So if you're getting expelled time and time and time again, there's an underlying story that we need to open up and read and see what's going on. And then when you open up and read it, you see that the Jews have overcharging people. They have been capitalizing off the land. They, manipulated things. And then if we let you in, if I let you into my house, you ain't got nowhere to go. And I say, all right, come, you know what? You can come and live with me. You come live with me. I wake up out my room, go in the living room. The living room move different. I got different amenities. I got a different TV. Instead of a color TV, I got a black and white TV. Instead of leather couches, I got these grandma couches with the hard leather plastic on it. I got different kitchenware. You starting to remodel shit. Hey, hold on, man. This not your house. This not your house. So you gotta go. Now when I tell you gotta go, it's a problem. It's a problem. Now people might say, and hang on to that. Oh well, the Jews are attacked, and we don't want to hear that story about what did they do. Well, hear about the story about the year 1415 after a massacre of Christians by some Jews. A massacre of Christians by some Jews. Now, does that sound very Jewish to me? I thought you were supposed to forgive, forget. I thought you were supposed to work with people. All right, they've been attacked. All right, they didn't work with the system, so the system worked against them. All right, cool. But what about the massacre of these Christians by these Jews? 1418. Jews expelled from Minorca, or they was asked to convert. 6th to the 10th century. Visigoth king, this is now, it's very important because the Visigoth king and the Vandal king was getting into it. This is the year 711 though. The Jews were expelled from out of this land in 612 by the Visigoth king Sesibut. He mandated that every Jew who would refuse for over a year to have himself or his children and servants baptized would be banished from the country and deprived of his possessions. Now, people may say, well, that's forced into religion. Well, ain't that the same thing the Jews was doing? You know what I'm saying? They was getting that power. They was like, hey, we can't let you in unless you be Jewish. But calling that a conversion? If you don't want to be here, you can leave. And during the Jewish rebellion of 629 against the Byzantine Empire, almost the entire Jewish population of Galilee massacred or expelled. Massacred or expelled after a Jewish rebellion. When you go to war, when you rebel against something, and you do an uprising, and it don't go in your favor, you can't say, look, them people attacked me. But that's what the Jewish people continue to do. They'll rebel against something, and then they'll say, hey, did y'all see what they just did to me? Now, this is 629. This is, because we're almost done. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 places that the Jews have been expelled from around the world. And that's just at this time. Now, must I remind you that the Jews have been expelled from 84 geographical locations. 84. And we're just at 13. We're just at 13. Now, I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to end it at 14 because the 7th century is when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, expelled 2 Jewish tribes, the Banu Gainuka and Banu Nadir from Medina. The Banu Qurayza tribe was slaughtered, and the Jewish settlement of Kabir was ransacked. The reason I'm going to stop it there for today's part is because we have dealt with what we would call the Christian era or before the Christ era, right? And this is the 14th place that the Jews have been expelled from. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, some people might say, well, they've been attacked, people didn't like them. Well, if you know that you are the child of God, and you're the children, you're the chosen tribe, you have money, you have influence, you have wealth, you have property, you have land, you have power. Why are you not doing right then? Why are not you setting things that are amuck of right? Why are you not saying we hear and we obey? Why are you not saying, you know what? Forgive us, for we have done wrong and followed a path that was unbecoming of us. Remember, in part one, I said that in the Quran it says that there is a man that wakes up every morning and goes out his door, and all he does is spread mischief. And then in the very next verse he says also, there is also a type of man that when he goes out his house, he spreads the word of Allah, fi-sabilillah, good in the sight of Allah, precious in the sight of Allah. And he does this without want or merit. He wants people to know the goodness, the mercy of Allah. May they be the same type of man, may they be different men. Ya Allah. Oh Allah, only Allah knows. Only you know, Allah. Only the Creator knows. But when you consistently, dramatically, persistently do things that are unbecoming of you, it's no longer on you. It's in you. And it's in you. And see, the reason why I'm stopping here today is because, like I said, we dealt with the Christian era. Now, people want to say that this Muhammad, this Muslim, this new Islam, this new religion he's bringing, why is this religion also expelling the Jews? Why are not the Jews saying, hey, this is a new religion we heard from the old, let's get right? How come? Like I said, it's not all Jews, it's some Jews. Unfortunately, the Jews that we are talking about practice Zionism. They hold wealth and power in media. They hold the perception for people, and they misuse it. So if they doing that now in 2024, and we're only at the 7th century, and we're in the 21st century, ya Allah. The Jews have been being expelled and being massacred and massacring Christians, like it clearly stated in 4:15. And people might say, Pharaoh, they massacred Christians after the fact that they were massacred and harmed. Alright, cool. But why not has their behavior changed yet? Why are they still committing the same type of acts? That's what I want to know. Here comes a so-called new religion, and they still can't get right. They still can't get right. I knew I was tripping. I was tripping. But keep in mind, the Jews have been expelled from over 84 places on earth. But get in the comments, let me know what y'all think though, man. Hey, it's that time again. You tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide, because it don't cost you nothing to masturbate them buttons. And again, I ain't hating on the Jews. I just want to expose them for what they do. They always crying, you know, this and that. And look what they doing over there in Gaza. Look what they doing in Gaza. They killing kids, old women, cripples. They taking the land from people. They slaughtering and murdering and massacring people. Does not this sound familiar of their behavior? Does not this sound like the same thing that's been happening in the ancient times? In the modern times? Haven't these people with this agenda been causing destruction for a long time? Just say it though. I'm just saying. I'm not saying all Jews is bad. I'm not saying all Jews is fucked up. What I am saying though is that there's two sides to a story. One part of the story is the Jews have been kicked out of 84 places on earth. They have been expelled for their behavior from 84 places on earth. I don't know. We ain't even got to Hitler yet. We ain't even got to Europe. We still basically ancient times. Ain't no homes during these times. Ain't no cars. Ain't no roads like no paved roads. It's all dirt roads. Motherfuckers hopping out the bushes, smelling like shit. Motherfuckers know right from wrong. Motherfuckers is having babies. Motherfuckers might be dirty. But shit, hell. And we're saying that people might say, well, everybody just learning, everybody finding the way. The world is a big world. Go start your own shit at this time. Go start your own empire. You don't like what's going on here? Go over there. But these people are doubling up on people. Hey, it's that time again. To tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide, because it don't cost you nothing. Touch on them buttons. In retrospect, man, recap. I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-Jewish. I am, however, anti-Zionism. I am anti-genocide. I am anti-mass corruption, mass bullying. I'm anti them type of things, man. And if you not, you might be a part of the problem. So until the next time, you know what it is. Take care of each other. And most important, take care of yourself.